Hello everybody, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail with the latest new update patch. And we just got done fighting the boss, and I'm just so excited to know what's going to happen to everybody. And now we're with Lingsha. So I ended up bringing the lore characters back into this, only because we're back in that temple where we just all kind of began with Blade. So I just figured I'd bring him in the team. I'm looking forward to see what's happening today. Hopefully you guys will be as well. But until then, I will let you guys enjoy the show and the content here today on this episode. So I look forward, and I hope you guys do too. Until then, sit back and relax, and I'll be sure to comment when I'm done with the end of the video. So yeah, please enjoy.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored Preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron? Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look? All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Don Hung, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it? I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce. Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the Preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling Prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling Prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borson's escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling Prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill
is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling Prison.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right. You were sent here by the General to hear my confession, weren't you? If there's even a shred of empathy in you, you should understand the reasons behind everything I've done. Ever since the sedition of Imbibador Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us Preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, The Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Danheng, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin. But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Danheng, the past is behind us, but the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Imbibitor Lunae.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust. Breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors, because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face extinction. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma. The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers and would not need to worry about casualties. Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it!
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Danheng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Luofu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We're all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution. Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
I see right through your plans, Mr. Tauron. Vidyadhara Rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during Rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave here alive.
Get it together.
Too little.
Be of your body and mind.
Break!
The dead return!
Your end approaches.
A miracle! Receive divinity. Repay.
World-cleansing dragon.
Fail to stand
Rise!
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Savor it for me.
Underestimated you.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Sacred of the saint. Fail to stand
Yeah.
The dead return! Break!
Dragon Lady, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the Sage Queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just decision.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lafu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter. The bloodshed at the war dance is bound to be gruesome. Perhaps, even before my trial, your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Tauron, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hule was executed by the Cloud Knights.
Miss March! Miss March! My dear Miss March!
I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady? Are you amused? Alright, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters.
The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time.
Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Xiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Huleis with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yenqing. But for now, both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf. Look who's here. The beloved trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you? Exactly. How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine.
Hey, watch your words! Don't you jinx my master!
His injuries weren't that severe. But, well, he'll still need some more time to rest. Considering the intense battle with Hule, and then with General Fei Xiao, the rigorous sparring session with her, his small body couldn't take it anymore.
Master Yun Li, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Laofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Juming have.
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Modza. Did you get hurt?
I can guess why. General Fei Xiao is just too strong.
Yunli, go and lie down.
Got it, Ling Sha.
What about that smiley fox healer and the guy with the hood?
Thank goodness you and the others found Yao Cho. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly. He and Maoza are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the Alchemy Commission. All 3 from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission. Why don't we go see General Fei Xiao and bring her some fruit?
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But alas, what can you do when the 2 of them have a leader who is just as restless? General Fei Xiao just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
The sound of those footsteps. They must belong to General Fei Xiao. Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's orders.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Zhao Cho. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Fei Xiao I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Zhao Cho, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me. Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your body had any changes since you swallowed the Crimson Moon?
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Moza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to what we've achieved. I hold no grievances, Fei Xiao. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then...
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with.
You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borison are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force, meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
I apologize for my tardiness once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring I was in good condition.
General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the younger generation showed their valor. They bravely tackled the crisis, putting an end to the disaster and providing a glimmer of hope in a dire situation.
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power, assuring us that we would successfully navigate any challenges." She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, have come true. It's just... the Xianzhou Luofu's long-standing duty of keeping Hulei imprisoned ended with his death on the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
However, Hulei's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borison's resurgence and quash the ambitions of those who wish to take advantage of his return. Hand over Hulei's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the Wolf Hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret. However, the news of the Borison's attacks on the streets will spread like wildfire.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, we also need to show them the Xianzhou Cloud Knight's fearless dedication. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borison attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights. A genuine tale of heroism that will captivate and calm the public.
As Elder Huayan suggests, the Luofu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected. We aim to reopen the war dance in the coming weeks.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luofu, but my thoughts linger on the orchestrator behind these events. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luofu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Fantilia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borison and sway the Luofu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that she is indifferent to the success of her plans.
Rather than outright victory, Fantilia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts, it risks disintegrating into a pile of sand.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. I plan to bring this matter before the Marshal following the war dance.
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle, where the stakes are as high as the fates of countless stars in the sky. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolations day and night to gauge the situation comprehensively. We gathered today not just to tackle the Luofu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations she made within the Matrix. Jing Yuan, I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's chessboard for this purpose.
Hello, everyone. It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Was the seer strategist thinking of us or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though not everyone's cup of tea, huh? You once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly." I'm intrigued. Did the conversation really come to pass?
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the Marshal sent not just 2 generals to the Luofu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the seer strategists. With the Luofu caught in such strife, the Yuchui couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchui has concluded. Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Luofu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol, a strategy they firmly believe in.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves around the coffin of the blonde traveler. To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
The remains of the swarm author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the divine body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the plague's author and securing its doom. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchui has just seen this uninvited guest arrive on the Xianzhou Luofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
Do you remember your name?
My name is Ting Yun.
I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on the Xianzhou Lufu.
All visitors are requested to prepare for security.
A rare opportunity. Let's check out the backstage of the Sky Splitter. Maybe there's something exciting going on backstage that you won't be able to see from the spectator seats.
Why did you want to participate in the war dance?
Because I was qualified to participate?
Isn't that Luca? Why is he here on the Lufu? Luca! Didn't expect to see you here.
Trailblazer? Why are you here? I see! This is my first time leaving Belobog to compete in outer space.
Are you a friend of Mr. Lucas? Allow me to introduce myself. I am an interastral peace entertainment journalist in training, Carmela. I was supposed to follow Mr. Albert to cover the war dance together, but he's got a million things to attend to. So, the tasks of interviewing the popular contenders and producing the special program fell on my shoulders. Oh, these are huge responsibilities. I've been interning for so many years. If I screw this up, I doubt I'll ever get the chance at a full-time role.
Ooh, the IPC sure is harsh.
It'll be fine. It's just my boss trying to mentor me. As long as I get some shots that'll shock and awe, I'm sure I'll be able to clinch a full-time job this year. I can sense the potential of a juicy program just through Luca alone.
Really? I'm not so sure about that. Why did I choose to participate in the war dance? It's a long story. You two, let's take a walk. I can tell you all about why I'm here on the way. Nat, how long do I have left?
Not long, Luca. Best brace yourself.
Is there anything else I can do?
You're already at this stage. Just eat whatever you like.
Oh, that won't do! I can't be gorging on garbage at this pivotal moment! It'll ruin my energy levels!
I know. You can't wait to join the finals of the Belobog representative qualifiers. But Japard isn't a pushover either.
I've been hard at work studying how Mr. Japard moves. Just wait and see. I'll defeat Mr. Gepard and be the first Belobog fighter in 700 years to qualify for a competition in space.
Next up, with the Supreme Guardian and Belobog's people as witnesses, let us now unveil the curtain into a historical final. Silvermane Captain Gepard Landau will face off against the Voltamerville warrior, Lucas Strongarm! Both contenders, step onto the stage, please.
Luca, you've always had this bad habit of taking a hit to exploit a weakness, but Gepard's much stronger than you. So remember, stay away from his punches.
Master, you've been telling me that the entire trip. My ears are about to fall off.
Fine, enough prattle. But don't let the need to win weigh too heavily on you either. Even if you don't make it to that Xianzhou Luofu, you've made it to the final to fight against Gepard. That's enough to make anyone proud.
That won't do! Luca promised Hook that he has to win the final and take Hook up there to see the stars beyond.
You sure got some daydreams on you, little one.
Don't worry, Master Oleg and Pitch Dark Hook the Great. I'll win this for sure.
Luca, you absolutely cannot lose! You promised to take me up to visit the Xianzhou Luofu!
Kid, you've really got to stop making promises to children. Never mind. He'll just pawn his iron arm if he loses and take you up there out of his own pocket.
Mr. Gepard, I've always been hoping to fight you. There's no one in the overworld more worth challenging than you.
I'm honored. I've also been raring to witness the strength of the legendary Luca Strongarm.
I'm not great at conversation, so it's a good thing we're both warriors. We don't have to use words to understand each other.
Well said, Luca. Let your determined desire for victory speak through your fists.
Resistance is futile! Just getting started. Don't get cocky! This ends here! Now we're talking.
Our position is solid! Step out of it!
Where's the applause?
Let's see some sparks fly!
Resistance is futile! Get cocky!
In the name of preservation!
I've lost. Mr. Gepard, you were better than me.
Luca, there wasn't ever any doubt in your technique and strength. But you were too concerned with winning, and that prevented you from unleashing your utmost.
Then what am I doing here, if not to attain victory?
That's a question you need to ask yourself. From my experience, a person's inner voices make far too much noise, especially so during safe and quiet moments. Ironically, the voices that truly matter often become audible only in moments of pain, discomfort, and peril. When perhaps you leave your cozy hometown and head to the unfamiliar Luofu, you will find your answer.
Hold on. When I reached the Luofu? But you won.
Truth be told, I can't just drop my work and leave Belobog. My reason for coming to this martial tournament was to verify if you were good enough to contend against competitors from other worlds. And now I see you're good enough. You're younger and more upbeat than I am. A far more appropriate image for Belobog. Don't forget that the reason we're participating in the war dance is also to promote Eurilo 6 to the rest of the cosmos. Luca, I'm entrusting the chance of attending the war dance on the Xianzhou Luofu to you.
Mr. Gepard, please, don't pity me. Chances must be earned fairly through our own strength.
You are mistaken, Luca. It is not pity. I am lending you this victory, and you will repay me by winning the war dance.
I hereby announce that the contender who has earned the right to represent Belobog in the war dance is Luca!
Understood, Mr. Gepard.
Chin up. Let's go. We should head to Klepoth Fort and meet with the Supreme Guardian.
Hello, Luca.
Lady Branya! Hi? Sorry, I grew up in the underworld, so I'm not versed in etiquette of any sort.
No need for formalities. You probably know nothing about the Luofu. The place you're heading to, correct? Let us take this opportunity to discuss it.
I've always been a little curious. Though Eurilo 6 has restored contact with the outside worlds, we've always just been communicating with the IPC. Why are we suddenly participating in this fighters tournament in this Luofu place?
Not long ago, Belobog's interstellar comm space resumed operations. A month ago, we received an invitation with a highly distorted signal. The Xianzhou Luofu cordially invites Eurilo 6's warriors to join the war dance.
We've just resumed outside contact, and the way the IPC describes it, the cosmos has long forgotten us. Why would the Xianzhou so eagerly send an invitation to a city that has been buried in time?
My guess is that it's because we had communications with many worlds before the Eternal Freeze. Luca, have you heard of the story of Igor Haft?
Oh, you mean the legendary warrior? Of course I have! I'll never tire of the story where he led the 8th Iron Legion and engaged in a furious battle against invaders from beyond the sky!
That's him! When the Eternal Freeze subsided, Lynx took the opportunity to explore the ruins of the ancient city of Maslenitsa. A few months ago, she found a lone grave outside the public graveyard. The grave had no body, just a robot arm and a cracked pendant with an embedded gemstone. An IPC worker said that the arm was tech from the old world. As for the stone, it's a Xianzhou implement called a Jade Abacus.
Oh, I've heard about that! Miss Lynx thinks it's Igor's grave!
That's right! The epitaph on the tombstone confirms that hypothesis. The fighter Igor Haft once left Eurilo 6 before the invasion, and then he returned home to join the resistance against the aggressors. No one knows what he did after he left Eurilo 6, and why he decided to come back.
Maybe Igor had been to the Xianzhou? That's why they sent us an invitation?
Maybe Igor even attended the war dance. The Xianzhou people have long lives, so it wouldn't be something that happened long ago for them.
Long story short, regardless of why the Xianzhou Alliance invited us, joining this war dance is of august meaning to Belobog. It symbolizes a chance to introduce ourselves to the cosmos once again. A heroic kingdom that survived both the Legion and the Eternal Freeze with tenacity. Also, if we can leverage this opportunity to establish an amicable exchange with the Xianzhou Alliance, it may provide us with more bargaining power when dealing with the IPC.
Lady Branya, I'm not well educated, so I don't really know such matters of grandiosity. All I know is that I must achieve glory for Belobog.
Well said. Oh, I almost forgot. Zila had other matters today and couldn't attend today's meeting, but she entrusted me to deliver a message. What's that dolt Japard up to now? Luca, you better fight like your life is on the line. If you lose, I'll make sure you wish you were really dead.
The next day, I hitched a ride with an IPC transport vessel and arrived on the Xianzhou Luofu. The Supreme Guardian hopes that the younger generation can go out and see other worlds. So, she arranged for Lynx and Hook to accompany me. On account of the fact that the three of us know next to nothing about interacting with other cosmic civilizations, she even instructed Svarog to tag along and be our guide. I never thought that, while we were processing our entry papers at the Skyfaring Commission, we would run into another surprise.
We've double-checked. This invitation did indeed come from the Luofu, but after checking the stamp, this invitation was dated 400 years ago.
400 years ago? How is that possible? We just received this invite not too long ago.
We can assume that this invite was delayed in transmission and only reached us after the restoration of communications.
I'm afraid this Arumaton is right. You received an invitation that is 400 years late.
So, we weren't invited. Oh no. This trip has all been for nothing then. How am I going to explain this to Lady Bronya and Mr. Japard? They have high hopes for me.
According to calculations, the thing that we should be considering first is not emotions, but if we are not invited guests, then we will be responsible for all costs incurred while staying here. Conclusion: we cannot afford it.
You all misunderstand. The Xianzhou Luofu is indeed hosting a martial arts competition called the War Dance. Whether you receive an invitation or not, anyone who wants to can register to compete in the War Dance. The sole distinction is that invited guests, upon qualifying through a test, get to partake in the prestigious Ringmaster's Challenge, facing off against the Xianzhou Luofu's Ringmaster. As for ordinary contestants, they will have to participate in knockout stages and rise through the ranks to reach the ultimate stage of the Ringmaster's Challenge.
To challenge the Luofu's Ringmaster? That's the ultimate goal for all the contestants?
That's right. Although you didn't receive an invitation, you can still participate in the War Dance. You'll definitely have a chance to win and gain honor.
But Mr. Svarog has a point. According to calculations, we can't afford this.
Money can't buy relationships. This invitation that's been delayed for 400 years must be a marvelous twist of fate. And since fate has brought you all here to the Luofu, we will not fail in our hospitality. Please, be assured that I will report this incident and ensure that the Belobog representative team receives the same accommodation and treatment as all other esteemed, invited guests. However, Mr. Luca, you will still have to participate in all the knockout stages and work your way up to the final stage.
Really? At your expense?
The heart of the War Dance is all about celebrating martial arts and fostering friendships. My friends, how could we possibly allow you to fret over food and lodging?
Thank you, Miss Shikui! I'll treasure this opportunity! And just like that, by the grace of Miss Shikui, I didn't die before achieving success! I just learned this old Shinzo saying a few days ago. I've successfully become a competing fighter in the War Dance!
Luca, You are absolutely radiating with newsworthiness. I've decided to follow you and report on your progress throughout the competition.
If only everything were as smooth as when it started. If I had participated in the competition these past few days, I wouldn't be so anxious right now. It's been days since I've registered, but I haven't participated in a single match yet. Today's my first one. But forget about competing. I feel like I'm struggling with just normal, everyday life. I'm already halfway into the realm of needing help with daily activities. Why don't people accept shields? You can pay for things by just swiping a gemstone trinket? Why doesn't anyone look their age? I approached this girl with pointy ears to ask her for directions, and I called her little girl, and she got mad. She said she was over 340 years old. So now, I'm even afraid to talk to people. Oh, and meals. I'm really not used to the food on the Shenzo. Yesterday, I ate a bowl of chili oil beef offal stew for dinner, and today, I've been blowing up the toilet with my flaming rockets.
I feel ya, Luca. I also can't get used to the food on the Xianzhou.
Miss Carmela, you can't get used to the food either?
Well, not exactly. It's because I'm an Intellitron.
Huh.
Sorry, please continue.
Anyways, this is the first time in my life I've felt so useless. I can't even do something as trivial as asking for directions. Thank you for comforting me. Actually, I did do some mental preparations. It's my first time going out to the world, but I didn't expect it to be so overwhelming that I can't keep my footing.
Where are your Belabogian buddies?
Lynx went on an archaeological escapade. She wants to try to learn about Igor's history before he returned to Eurylo 6 with that gemmed pendant. Oh, Svarog took Hook out to play. He's really good with kids. I'm so irate and I'm about to start my first match. I'm in worse shape than ever. The next opponents are several Cloud Knights. Oh, they're like the Silvermane here. Oh, why am I explaining this to you? You should know better than me. I'm the only one who doesn't know anything.
Why not check out who your first opponent is before the competition starts? It's better than wallowing here, as it'll just make you more anxious.
Thanks for talking to me and cheering me up. Sure, I'll head off and meet my first opponent.
Luca has regained his energy! Full health revive, oh yeah!
Oh, look! Those are my opponents for my first match.
Isn't that Sushang?
Huh? You know her?
Are you here to watch our match?
This is our next opponent, Luca.
Hello everyone, I'm Luca, and I come from Belobog. I'll be exchanging fists with you guys in the ring. I hope we'll be able to take this chance to become friends.
Belobog. Oh, I think Little Gui mentioned it before, but I can't seem to remember. What kind of place is it? Oh, wow. I can't imagine that. I'm sorry. The Xianzhou Yaoqing doesn't have much artificial snow.
It's okay if you haven't heard of us. I'll make sure the whole cosmos remembers Belobog's name with my fists.
In that case, I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Oh, Sushang used an idiom!
I I'm the journalist who's reporting on Luca. It's fine. Just chat like you always do and ignore me. I'm just snapping shots for material.
Are you here to join the tournament with Mr. Luca? Could Luca be the fighter that you've been training?
The iron arm on this red-haired boy looks like it's got power. Definitely capable of taking down a kid with one punch at a time.
But we're not kids. The Cloud Knight's tactical creed is to complement one another and overwhelm with numbers.
That's called a united front. Got it?
My strategy. Sorry. It's my first time participating in the war dance. I'm the only one in my team, so I don't have any strategy to speak of.
It appears our otherworldly friend requires some enlightenment. How about this? The match is starting in an hour. I'll give you some real-life tactical pointers in the ring.
Sleepy Sushong, that's over the line! You were supposed to be our coach when we invited you here. How could you run off to the opponent's corner?
It's just, our friend from afar requires some assistance, that's all. Don't we Cloud Knights also earnestly help out and provide direction to the travelers we encounter on our daily patrols?
It'll be your fault if we lose.
Enough chit-chat, get back to your prep.
I appreciate it. Thank you, new friend whose age I won't try to estimate. We're heading back to the lounge.
See you in the ring!
So, the coach of my opponent for my first match is going to give me tactical advice in the ring? I am bewildered by the Shenzhou people's hospitality. You're right. There are many good people here.
This is your first match, Luca. You're bound to win.
Luca, you're gonna be fine. You're the boxing champion of Belobog. The Clown Knights, aren't they just the Silvermane guards? I'm pretty confident of my odds against them. Except Mr. Chapard. Luca, you're the best. You're not gonna lose. Go get him!
Luca, ready for your first match?
I think more or less, maybe, perhaps, I'm ready.
Luca, have more confidence in yourself.
Your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your good buddy Albert. Welcome everyone to the War Dance's knockout stage, brought to you live. Presenting the two corners of this match, we have the Lofu's Cloud Knights, Lil Gwei Support Association. What kind of name is this? And representing the city of Belobog, Luca Strongarm! Between these two groups of contenders, who will emerge victorious? We wait with bated breath.
Come at us, Mr. Luca. My team will show you the prowess of the Cloud Knights formation. Nope, I'm not about to suffer in pain. It's much easier being a coach. course, being a spectator is the easiest. Little Gwei's up there in the stands right now, watching us duke it out from her vantage point. Oh, she's such a baddie.
Hear that, everyone? Lil Gwei is somewhere in the audience watching us. Brothers, we mustn't disappoint our Lil Gwei!
Woo! For Lil Gwei, we will emerge victorious!
If I lose, those people dear to me will be disappointed too. Looks like we have to give it our all.
If the Cloud Knights fail, Little Gwei will be disappointed. If the Cloud Knights win, our friends from Belobog will be disappointed. No matter the ending, disappointment inevitably awaits one party. Oh, welcome to the cruel world of competition.
For Lil Gwei, form up!
Let me remind you, on the war dance stage, the atmosphere of the spectators is very important. Show off your flashy moves and make the audience cheer for you.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Unscathed. The punches decide. Don't get cocky.
Brothers and sisters, it's time for us to show off our stuff.
Network festival. Time for little counterattack.
Seems to be struggling to land a counter.
Lose yourself? Fight it, or rock with it!
Luca deflects the Cloud Knight's attack and turns the tide of the battle.
Nap time.
The opponent strikes again. How will Luca react?
Let's see some sparks fly!
This song's for you. Keep up!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Keep catching me up.
Justin, just a little something. And nothing else.
Thanks for the support.
Small fry.
We'll come. Suppress. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! Turn it up!
Naughty child.
Threat raised.
Arena blades with excitement.
Enemy data secured.
Everyone is screaming for Luca.
Time for a little counterattack.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Brothers and sisters, get it together. Lil Gwei is watching.
Why is there a fragmentum creation? Am I hallucinating?
Is that all you got? The punches decide. Don't get cocky.
Keep up!
I'm okay.
Luca isn't able to deflect the Cloud Knight's attack. He's been down once again. The opponent is not leaving any openings for Luca.
Enemy targets detected.
Come, let's steal the winning blow. Don't...
Looks like Little Gwei Support Association is ready to end this match once and for all.
No.
can it be?
Luca's been knocked out!
Hey, Coach! Don't just stand there staring!
Then, should I go up there myself and defeat you guys for him?
Ugh, of course not. Come, let me show you how it's done.
For you.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Turn it up!
Small fry.
We have the upper hand.
Nap time.
The punches
Enemy
decide.
data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Step out.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up!
And the winner is Luca Strongarm! Who would have thought a rookie challenger like Luca would win? But how much further will he make it? Stay tuned!
Something feels off. What is happening to me? I feel a little strange. I just saw those Cloud Knights grow fangs and claws, like they were demons.
Hey, show a little sportsmanship. We've already won, so what's with the insults?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I just feel like everything I'm seeing is a hallucination.
Are you too stressed out? When I was younger, every time before the day of exams, it also seemed like my textbooks grew fangs and talons, as if they were demons.
Your situation is clearly different.
If you're too stressed out, how about a bottle of Sweet Dream Soda? This is the Cienjo version of Soul Glad, and it helps you sleep better too. Grab some Sweet Dream Soda. A sweetness that's bound to last. I was in charge of outsourcing Soul Glad's ads during my 6th internship period. Some of it might have turned into a mechanical reflex.
I feel much better. I'm very sorry if I said anything rude just now. I really think those Cloud Knights are a cut above the rest.
Excessive compliments can seem disingenuous if overdone, pal. We're just your typical rank and file.
In terms of martial prowess, the average Cloud Knight appears to match even the most elite Silvermane squads.
Your praise is making me all confused now. Wait, could it be that we're actually pretty strong?
Those Cloud Knights said they were just ordinary soldiers. They were tough as heck, and yet they're just the Luofu's most ordinary fighters. Urillo 6 has been isolated from the cosmos for so long that I'm clueless about things everyone else takes for granted. Forget strength. Even the gap in everyday knowledge isn't something I can get past overnight. But no matter how wide that gap is, I must wield my fists. I must fight, and I must win. Right now, Lady Bronya, Master Oleg, and Zila, all the people who stayed in Belobog are working day and night to keep it up and running. Mr. Japard placed his faith in me, entrusted me with the chance to represent Belobog. But I cannot disappoint him. Any of them. I must offer nothing less than victory. So, I would like to officially ask you to be my coach. Because you're strong, and you know plenty of strong people. When you were pretending to be my coach in the last match, you were a great help. I want to bridge the gap between myself and this world. Trailblazer, will you help me? Thank you, Coach! I'll do my best to keep up and train seriously!
Such a burning friendship. Don't do this to me, guys. My camera, it's getting wet. And the shot, it's getting blurry. Luca, I'll do everything I can to assist you. You'll both become the most legendary coach and fighter team there is. And I'll create a special feature that will finally bag me that permanent role.
Oh man, Miss Carmela, why is your dream making me tear up too?
Enough about me. I'll brief you on the rules for the next match first.
I hope you guys really enjoyed today's episode. I know I did myself. Appreciate you guys watching, and what a crazy wild adventure. That's all I gotta say. There's so much awesome stuff, and so much adventure and story. But I think I'll let you guys discover how this ends in this side quest event, which pretty much I believe that it is this here, and you get all these goody little rewards, which is really nice. So I hopefully you guys will get far in the competition, and you know, I'm cheering for you guys, so do your best, get all these cute little rewards, it seems. And I'm looking forward, of course, when I get to complete this. So other than that, I just want you guys to know that I'll see you guys in the next update patch, and I promise you guys will definitely be able to play the character, the Fei Xiao. You'll play her as well. So I wish you guys luck on your RNG pool. Hopefully your RNG will be wonderful. I know for me, I'll probably be pulling very small because I want to hopefully be able to get Mo's, get Mo's in here. So hopefully we'll see what happens. But other than that, I'll use my free wrap here, or warp. Let's see what it gives me. Oh, yep, there we go. So, I mean, I'm not complaining with that. Alright, so you guys take it easy. I'm gonna go and relax and whatnot and get some rest. I've been recording quite a bit, so I'm happy to at least catch up here with Honkai Star Rail, and for you guys as well. I apologize if some of my other episodes of Honkai were kind of a little, not quite in order. I try. Like, when I upload, I'm just literally trying my best, to get it all in order. But, I do my best. So, until then, see you guys in the next patch, and, I look forward to what is to come next. Until then, see you guys.